Hi, and welcome to the section 3. Start building the app. In the previous section, we learned the fundamentals of the Swift programming language. In this section, we will learn how to create a new project in Xcode using Swift. The main objective of our project is to know how to construct an iOS app correctly, create a user interface, and finally, we'll learn how to install one of the most widely used dependency manager in iOS, CocoaPods. Previously, we used playgrounds to everything related with coding in Swift. Now, we will start to build our app, and for that, it is necessary to create a new project in Swift using Xcode. In this video, we will learn how to create a new project in Xcode using Swift, the key points about our project, and some requirements we need to know before starting to build the project. To create our project, we will start by opening Xcode and select Create a new Xcode project. Once we have selected this option, we can see in the left panel that we have several choices about the type of project we want to build. In our case, we need to select an iOS application, and in the right panel, we would choose the Single View application. As you can read at the bottom, this type of project is commonly used as the starting point for all other iOS projects. OK, let's mark the next button to continue. We have to select a name for the project, the organization name, the organization identifier, the type of language we want to use, and the type of devices our project supports. In the name, we will be putting Image Searcher, Victor Sigler in the organization name, Packed as for the organization identifier. As we can see, once we have put Packed in the organization identifier, Xcode creates a bundle identifier for us using prefix as the organization identifier, followed by the product name we have chosen. The language we are going to choose is Swift, and the devices we are going to select is only iPhone. There are more choices such as iPad or Universal for supporting both iPhone and iPad. We can unselect the rest of the check marks as they are not important for our project. Nevertheless, these check marks are very important in every project at a big scale because, as you can see, it allows us to make the unit test, UI test, and the use of core data in the project. Afterwards, we make a click in the Next button and choose where we want to save our project. Another important point is the option in the bottom of the panel. As we can see, we have the option to create an empty Git repository as version control. For a moment, we will uncheck it. But every project is very important to have a version control to manage all its changes. And voila! We have our project created. In the left panel, we can see the initial structure of our project. We have a file called appdelegate.swift, which contains the appdelegate class, one view controller, the main.storyboard where we make our user interface, and an asset folder where we are going to put all our images, icons regarding the project. We have a file called info.plist, where we have some options of our project, such as the version number, devices compatibility, etc. The appDelegate class is the main core of our app. This is the file where the app enters every time we launch, rebuild, or put in background, and we can find very useful methods here for this purpose. The viewController file initially has a class called viewController that inherits from UI viewController. It consists of only two methods, one called viewDidLoad and another called didReceiveMemoryWarning. The first one is used to set up anything you need once the view is loaded, and the second is used for the system to notify the UI view controller if it has received a memory warning from the system. Perfect. We have our project created, but what is the purpose of our project? What do we have to do? In this project, we are going to create an app to consume pictures from a third-party API supported in the site pixabay.com. Pixabay is a site where high-quality images are found to consume, and it's completely free. The site has a support for developers using an API to consume its pictures in some app, web, etc. Using this RESTful API, we can search photos, comment about a photo, and visualize the photos in our app. Here, everything is returned in a JSON format to us. The main requirement in this project is we need to create a new account in the Pixabay API to allow us to consume its API. So, let's do it. Open in your browser the URL pixabay.com/API/docs/ and below we can find the link to create a new account, along with documentation of the API and some examples of how to make requests to the API. Once you have created your new account, you can go back to the URL pixabay.com/API/docs/ and where previously you saw login and register. Now you have to see your API key. This API key is different for everyone, and it's private. We will be using it to make our requests to the site later. In this video, we learnt to create a new Swifts project using Xcode. In the next video, we will learn how to define the structure of our project correctly to organize better code, and a little about the main design pattern used in the iOS app, the MVC pattern.